All right, you've struck it rich and it's time to move west or east. Well, to the middle of the country, Denver. If you are thinking of a move to Denver and you want to be in one of the most exclusive neighborhoods, today we're going to highlight an area commonly referred to as the Beverly Hills of Denver. That is the neighborhood of Cherry Creek. Let's go. Guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're joining us for the first time, I want to thank you so much. I am a licensed realtor here in the state of Colorado, and I love helping people make their move in and around Denver. So if you're thinking of a move, please hit me up at the information on the screen, call, text, or email. Would love to help you out on your relocation here, or whether you're just moving in and around the city of Denver, or maybe to one of its amazing suburbs on the outskirts of Denver. All right, so when we talk about the neighborhood of Cherry Creek, and why do locals and yours truly commonly refer to it as the Beverly Hills of Denver? Well, for one, the expensive price point for housing has caused it to get that moniker, as well as the world-class art scene and the exclusive high-end shopping that is within the neighborhood. So when you come into and you're looking for the Cherry Creek neighborhood, if you look on the map, it's just going to be a little bit east of that downtown area where you're going to find all the large buildings that Denver is known for, the bank building and all those high rises. That is kind of the neighborhood of downtown and lower downtown, commonly referred to as Lodo, but we're going to be outside of that just to the east, and Cherry Creek has a nice neighborhood feel. You're going to find a lot of multifamily homes here, duplexes, as well as some high-end condos, but you're also going to find a mix of some single-family homes as well. A lot of this neighborhood was originally single-family homes in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, but as it has gotten developed and redeveloped over the years, a lot of those people who had single-family homes may have sold them to investment firms or developers that put up high-end duplexes or paired homes, whatever you want to call it. Paired homes is probably fancier than duplex, but you share one wall, but these are high-end homes. Okay, when you come into the neighborhood of Cherry Creek, you'll notice the Cherry Creek, the actual creek that runs on the southern border of the neighborhood. Cherry Creek's about 16 square blocks. It's a very walkable neighborhood, so you can have, just a short walk, stroll, bike ride to grocery store, Whole Foods, or some of the other shopping that's around, or restaurants and coffee shops. Interestingly enough, when this Whole Foods came into the Cherry Creek area, it was the only one in the entire state, the first one and the only one for quite a while. So it got pretty packed. Now that Whole Foods is in almost every subdivision, not that big of a deal, but it was a big hit when it first showed up to Colorado. Okay, so let's talk about some of the things unique to Cherry Creek and why people love living here. Well, for one, that exclusive art scene. You have a lot of art galleries that are within the Cherry Creek neighborhood, and one thing that Cherry Creek is known for is its art festival. Every year in the middle of July, they shut down some of the roads and some of the stores and have a large outdoor art festival. So it brings a lot of people in from different parts of the country, not only from the neighborhood and some of the surrounding Denver area, but some people come worldwide to come and showcase some of their art. To the exclusive high-end boutique shops and shopping. If shopping is your cardio, if that's what you do to decompress, Cherry Creek might be the perfect place for you. It is filled with a lot of high-end stores. You have not only the Cherry Creek Mall that's filled with a lot of stores, department stores, as well as some more boutique shops, but just on the other side of the street, you have a lot of smaller storefronts that are going to have higher-end clothing boutiques, like I said, art galleries, and some high-end restaurants as well. A favorite place of a lot of people is Elway's Steakhouse. Of course, named for Denver's favorite son and its owner, John Elway. But there are a lot of different places to explore when you're in the Cherry Creek area. So make sure you take some time, walk around, and really explore the neighborhood as a whole. Now, most of the homes in the Cherry Creek neighborhood are going to be 1 million, 1.5 million plus. There are maybe a couple lower options than that, but like I said, this is an exclusive neighborhood, so it's going to come with a higher price tag. Median price for a home in the Cherry Creek neighborhood is sitting at $1.5 million, and there are a lot of options that are actually significantly higher than that. So something you want to consider when you're making a move to the Denver area. Cherry Creek is very expensive but very exclusive as well, and it's a reason a lot of people have chosen to call it home. One, for its location. You're nice, close, and central to downtown. It's close to all the news broadcasting studios that are within Denver, so if you're in the media, Cherry Creek might be a good option for you. It's just a short drive to most of those news stations, and you're living just an elevated lifestyle. So you're not going to have a lot of the bigger box stores that you might see in a lot of the suburbs. And likewise for your gyms, you're not going to have, your typical 24-hour fitness or Planet Fitness. They're going to be a lot more of boutique and specialized places for maybe yoga, Pilates, personal training, etc. So that's a reason a lot of people have chosen to call it home, is one, for the exclusivity, and two, it's just a nice, clean neighborhood within Denver. I know Denver is starting to get a bad rap because homelessness has been on the increase, and you do find quite a bit of that in the Lodo area and even some of the neighborhoods like Capitol Hill and others. But when you get into the Cherry Creek area, it is very rare that you'll see homeless encampments around. I digress. Moving on to other things that are unique about Cherry Creek. Now, if you're making a move to Denver and you have heard about the Cherry Creek School District, it is important to note that this neighborhood, even though it bears the same name, is not within the Cherry Creek School District. That is actually further east and south in neighborhoods of Centennial and Aurora. So if the Cherry Creek School District is a big driver for you and you're looking for a home in that area, fear not, you do not have to live in the Cherry Creek neighborhood if that higher price point has scared you away. This neighborhood is actually within the Denver School District, but let's face it, a lot of people at this price point are not going to those typical schools that are enrolling their kids in more of the private schools, Mullen, Valor, etc. Another thing to think about now, Cherry Creek is a very urban neighborhood. Even though it has a quieter neighborhood feel, it doesn't have quite the corporate high-rises and the urban structure. There is not a lot of outdoor activity minus the Cherry Creek Trail. Now, it is nice to get on that, take a nice walk, hike, or bike ride, and zip through the city. But if you are looking for the Cherry Creek State Park for your outdoor activities, that's actually a 15 to 20 minute drive south of this neighborhood as well. So if you're looking for more outdoor activities and the Cherry Creek State Park for your boating, kayaking, and other outdoor amenities, Cherry Creek neighborhood is actually quite a ways away from that Cherry Creek State Park. So I know it's kind of confusing when you first come in and you see the different names of neighborhoods and you think they may be associated with different things around the metro area, but the Cherry Creek neighborhood is kind of specifically solely to itself, a 16 square block area that is mainly there for residential living and high-end shopping and dining. All right, moving on to the negatives of Cherry Creek. The higher price point does scare a lot of people away. If you're going to pay $1.5 million for a condo, a lot of people have chosen to opt for a little bit further drive from that Cherry Creek area, maybe into an area like Washington Park or the Park Hill neighborhoods where they can get actually a single family home for $1 million, $1.1 million, and not pay that premium to be within the Cherry Creek neighborhood. So that is a downside for some people. For others, it's a positive. It's more exclusive and a higher end living experience. Negative number two, if you're coming into the Cherry Creek neighborhood and you are car dependent on a lot of your things, parking can be a problem. There is limited parking and you will be paying for parking in most of the areas around the Cherry Creek neighborhood, whether that's street parking or a private parking garage for the mall, or even a lot of these stores that have some parking available. It is reserved for the employees, or you have to get tickets to park there, and if you're going to leave your car there and walk around. So a nice benefit of Cherry Creek is it's very walkable, so you're not car dependent. But if you are visiting there, or maybe you're on the north end of Cherry Creek neighborhood and you head down to the mall a lot, you are going to have to be paying for parking in those areas. All right, and negative number three, for people that want to live a very active Colorado lifestyle, Cherry Creek does offer, the Cherry Creek Trail, and there are different athletic clubs around, But for a lot of the other outdoor activity, you're not going to have the amount of trails, biking trails, natural trails, hiking venues that you're going to see in a lot of these more suburban areas, in an area maybe like Lakewood or Highlands Ranch or Castle Rock or Parker. So you're paying for that exclusivity, you're paying for that location, very close, very central to Denver, but you're sacrificing a little bit of the amenities outdoor-wise, which is a big draw for a lot of people that move to the Denver area, leading a more active outdoor lifestyle. You're not going to quite find that as much in the Cherry Creek neighborhood. Yes, there are things to do outdoors, but if you're into mountain biking or different things like that, you're going to have to make a commute to enjoy those activities. All right, what do you guys think? Did you enjoy the tour of Cherry Creek? Is it for you, or is it totally off your list of places that you would like to live in the Denver metro area? We do highlights every week of different neighborhoods or different homes around the metro area. And as always, if you are thinking of a move here, I would love to help you on your home search here in the Denver metro area. Or if you are thinking you're ready to move on out of Denver,